Hi guys, welcome to the fourth part of the final project on JavaScript, creating a simple form. And let's continue, and inside the same function, let's take this out. And in here, let's create another array. And this will be, let's call this divs, to grab all the divs, these divs that we have created for the output of the messages, the error messages. So instead of doing this type of array, let's create just to vary, just to do it in another way. Let's type new array. And inside parentheses, let's type mname. The other one is, the other one is mlname, comma, and memail, comma, mpassword, comma, and MC password. Okay, now in here I'm going to create a loop, a for loop, and I'm going to do it first and explain you later what it does. So let me just type for I in X var error hi, and another variable that will grab the divs. Okay, so basically what I did here is create a loop. I'm looping through all these values here, which is the elements or the inputs, and then I'm creating a variable to grab all the errors here, which is the h. You'll see that I have here hy. I doesn't have basically is a parameter for now. It doesn't have a value in it yet. And then I create a variable div for the divs, okay, for all the divs. So now what I do is create an if statement and say if xi is equal to nothing, basically if an input is equal to nothing, do this, which is document get element by ID, and here we have to type inside the get element by ID, we type div, which is the variable div, which holds the correspondent field for each case. And here we type inner HTML equals to error. Okay, error, as you see here, it's the array that holds every single error. And basically we are creating here a very complex system and dynamic for loop that for each of the inputs, it grabs the correspondent error message and apply it to the correspondent div, okay, with a very few lines of code. I know that for some of you this for loop or these single and simple lines of code may be a little bit complex to understand at first, but don't worry, you'll get there. Now we type else, which means that you have typed something in the inputs, we type get element. Sorry, by ID, div again, and inner HTML. And what we want is to say okay. So make sure you study this and play with this these simple lines of code, sorry, and make sure you study this, and you'll get to the point of all this, to the point of what this is for. It's very simple, but I know that we are starting with JavaScript. Some of you are beginners and maybe a little complex. Anyways, if you need another example or you don't understand it, just send me a message and I will try to explain you better. Now down here in the let's push these a little bit more up, and down here let's push this as well at the top. Now I think we are done. Okay, so very simple lines of coding in JavaScript to make this work. Let's make sure if this is working now. Okay, so when I type here Victor, it's not working yet. No. Okay, sorry. Something is missing. Let me check. I found a little error here, which is it's not MA name, it's M name. So make sure you put M name. Let's try now. Open Chrome. So let's type here Victor, and if we click submit right away, we have OK for Victor, but then we have please type your last name, please type your email, all in red. Okay, so everything is working now perfectly. Let's type here Cruz. If we click submit, everything is working. Anyways, I'm going to show you in the next video how as soon as we type something without clicking submit, because you see that we have to click submit to see the output, otherwise you'll see that I'm typing now and nothing changes here. But I'm going to show you how to use a function or an event like onClick in the inputs, so as soon as we type something, everything changes in the output. Okay, so see you guys in the next video, and if you have any questions, just send me a message. Okay, bye.